What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Link Light here, and as you can see from the title below, today's episode is 24 years of Venusaur. We started with Charizard, then we had Blastoise, and now we're wrapping it the big three up with Venusaur, which I think I did it in the perfect order. And don't worry, we're not stopping the series. I got more content coming for you guys, but I figured we would start with the big three because they're probably the most popular Pokemon ever released. And we're switching this episode up just a little bit. In the previous episodes, I was doing Japanese cards, but I figured now let's just focus on all the English cards of this, and maybe I'll do episodes with English promos, but as of right now, all these episodes are going to just contain the English modern cards that are released in only English sets. So without further ado, if you haven't already, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button because it really helps, and I can't wait to give y'all more content. So let's get started with our very first Venusaur card. Alright, so for our first Venusaur card, this is a more known one. The newer generation may not know this Venusaur card as well. This is the 2000 Gym Challenge Venusaur, Erica's Venusaur. The artwork is really great on this card. It's honestly probably one of my top 5 artworks, and I definitely remember this because I am definitely an OG Venusaur lover. This comes in a first edition and an unlimited version. Try saying that 3 times fast. So in the PSA 10 for the first edition, there's about 85 copies, and a PSA 10 is going to cost you about $4,200, and depending on when you're watching this, it could probably be more. For the unlimited version and the PSA 10, there's only about 22, and it'll cost you about $900. The last one was sold for about that much in mid-October. So, you know, it really depends now with the market. It may be more, it may be less. The market is kind of crazy right now. So who really knows what this card could definitely be when, again, I said most people watch this because we're still a small YouTube channel. And to pull one of these from an unlimited booster pack, an unlimited gym challenge booster pack at that, I would say, it'll cost you about $250. Now, if you're trying to pull this from a first edition gym challenge pack, that will run you about $450. That's about the medium price. Sometimes if people wait packs, it may be more, but the medium is about $450. So it's pretty pricey to get this card in an unlimited pack, but definitely if you can afford getting a first edition pack and you pull this card and you get a PSA 10, it would definitely be worth your investment. But again, it's like gambling. Who really wants to gamble all that money? Alright, so now we have this 2002 Expedition Venusaur. I actually really love this artwork. I love how they incorporate the Pokeball in it as well. This is the holographic in the Expedition base. They also have this version. This is the non-holo version. The artwork is not bad at all, but for this episode, we're really just going to focus on the holographics of each set, or the top selling card in this set. So for the holographic version in a PSA 10, there's about 79 copies, and it'll cost you about $800. One just sold in PWCC auction not too long ago. And a booster pack, to get a booster pack of an Expedition set, it'll cost you roughly $400 to $500. I remember just a few weeks ago, these Expedition base sets were really only going about for $250. So, and if you look at Aquapolis and Skyward, they're about $1,000. So who knows how long these packs are going to only be between $400 and $500. So I can definitely recommend, if you have the funds, to get you a booster pack and sit on it. And again, make sure you're buying from credible sources. Just don't be buying random packs off of eBay. Now, we have our very first EX Venusaur card. This is from the 2004 Fire Red and Leaf Green set. Not one of my favorite Venusaur arts, but I do really like the border here. Just imagine if Pokemon brought this border back. Or even better, imagine the amazing rares that were just released in the latest Pokemon set in Vivid Voltage. Imagine the amazing rares with this set. I really think that would be really dope. Let me know in the comments below how you would feel if Pokemon brought this diamond or crystal or whatever you want to call it type border back. Would you be for it or would you not be for it? Please let me know. The pop count of this card currently in a PSA 10, there's about 111 copies. To buy this card, it's going to cost you about $2,500. That's the cheapest that I've seen one listed for on eBay, which is a big jump of one that was sold early in October for about $700. And for your chance to pull this card from a booster pack, which I do not recommend you doing if you don't have the funds, because that's a big gamble. However, if you would like to go for it, go for it. It would cost you about $250. So not super expensive for a vintage pack, but I'm not going to spend $250 on a booster pack for a chance to pull a card when I could put that money and buy other vintage cards and probably some PSA 10s for $250. So, but again, it's your money. You guys can do whatever you would like with it. But me, I'm not recommending you go and buy these booster packs that are over $200. Now, the next Venusaur card was released in 2005. This is the Pop Series 2 Venusaur. And if you're not too much familiar with Pop Series was, I believe, a promotional set that Pokemon was releasing throughout the years. This one came again in 2005. And if you don't know much about Pop Series, none of the cards in Pop Series come in holographic. However, you are able to get this card in a holographic, but those came in more like special blister packs. But if you're actually opening up a Pop Series pack, none of the cards come in a holographic form. There's actually this card is actually pretty rare, it seems like, or being rated by PSA. There's actually only a total pop of PSA 10s of 6 and only a total PSA population throughout 1 through 10 of 12 cards. So that's a pretty light PSA 10 count. And because this card doesn't really come in a holographic version, it really won't cost you too much money to get this card. Currently, it looks like this card only costs about $200 to get in a PSA 10, and to pull it from a booster pack, it'll only cost you $20. But if you're not familiar with the Pop Series packs, do not buy them. I would definitely recommend, because they only come with 2 cards in the pack. So who knows how many times you would have to spend $20 just to pull this card. I'm not the biggest fan of this artwork. This has to be on my bottom tier of Venusaur artworks and cards in general. This Venusaur right here, I'm pretty disappointed that this one did not come in a Delta Species version. They gave a Delta Species version of the Blastoise and the Charizard in the 2006 Crystal Guardian set, and it's actually becoming one of my favorite sets. I, like a lot of people, missed the whole EX era and all those eras and recently got back in later this year. And me getting back in my research, the EX Crystal Guardian set is definitely one of my favorite sets that I wish I would have definitely opened packs, and hopefully one day I can actually own a box of this Crystal Guardian set. It's a really cool set. Super disappointed they did not make a Delta Species version. I don't know what Pokemon was thinking. Again, the artwork is not too bad, but come on, Pokemon. You really couldn't have made a Delta Species version. I believe they have a Magnium, which is the second generation starter for Grass type, and they have a Delta Species card, but there's no Delta Species Venusaur card. I'm sorry, Venusaur, you just don't get as much love as the other Pokemon cards. I'm not sure why. Let me know in the comments below if you think that Pokemon should have made a Delta Species version of this card. In a PSA 10, the pop count currently is 8, and honestly, I couldn't find enough sales data on it. I'm thinking it's going to be between the $500 so range. It's just that a lot of cards haven't been sold with it only being only 8 available. So there's not really enough sales data. I believe the last one was sold a couple months. A reverse holo sold for about $500. So it's up in the air of what somebody would charge for this card if they put on the market. You gotta use your best judgment to see how much it will cost. To pull this card from a booster pack, similar to the EX and Fire Red packs, this one is gonna go for about $250. The EX Crystal Guardian packs have some of my favorite artwork. I definitely want to get my hands, again, like I said, a booster box and a booster pack if I can. If I can get a booster box, I would definitely get me a booster pack. But no worries, I have confidence in myself that one day I will be able to add this booster box to my collection. Hopefully before these prices get super crazy like some of this Wizard of the Coast stuff. Now we're getting out of the EX era and we're moving on to the Diamond and Pearl series. This is the 2007 Diamond and Pearl Secret Wonders Venusaur. I believe this is the only Venusaur card released in the Diamond and Pearl era. And in a PSA 10, there's only actually about 10, and one sold for best offer in the beginning of October for about $700. It could still be around that price range. Diamond and Pearl is a vintage set, but it's not really that popular yet. So I would believe it to still be around that price. But you never know with Pokemon cards these days. Again, it just really depends on the market and what people are willing to pay for a card. And a booster pack right now for this Diamond and Pearl Secret Wonders is only going to cost you about $70. So not too bad for a pack that's already 13 years old. Just imagine what you were doing 13 years ago. In the Platinum era of Pokemon, there was only one Venusaur artwork release. This is the Venusaur card from the Supreme Victor set. And again, as I stated before, it's the only Venusaur artwork released during the Platinum era. This is from 2009, almost at 7, but 2009. This is what, 11 years old now, is coming on. And I really love this artwork. I don't know if you can see on the screen, Venusaur is doing Razor Leaf, definitely one of my favorite moves for any grass type Pokemon to have when I'm playing the Pokemon game, not the TCG, but playing the handheld console games. I love having any of my grass type Pokemon have Razor Leaf. So I think it's a really cool concept. Let me know what you guys think. And at PSA 10, there's currently around only 11, because again, the 2009 to 2000, I think, was it like 2009 to 2016, before the Pokemon Go thing happened, Pokemon was really not that popular. And because of that, there's not a lot of cards that have been sent into PSA to get graded. There's actually only a total hollow count of 26 PSA cards that are in PSA's database right now. And last year, one sold for about $135. I'm guessing today that maybe double the price, so we're looking at maybe $300, the most $400. I don't see these lower end sets like, we just talked about the Diamond and Pearl and our Platinum era. I don't really see these going up in value for another couple years. They will definitely go up as more people, the vintage stuff starts getting out of the way for more high-end collectors. This stuff will go up. So definitely, if you have the extra money, I definitely recommend possibly grabbing you some of these Diamond and Pearl. We're gonna get to the black and white era next, and also the Platinum era cards, because they're definitely gonna go up, but only in time. You're looking at under $100 for a booster pack. You're looking at about $70, which is not too bad. I believe you could probably find a blister actually for about $100, which is not bad for a blister when you compare it to some of the Wizard of the Coast or early EX era stuff. Some of those blisters go for $1,000 plus. So not too bad if you're looking for some vintage product that is not too expensive. This era, again, the Diamond and Pearl, black and white, Platinum, those are not too expensive, and they're definitely more than 10 years old, so they're vintage in my eyes.